Hey guys.
We're here on Throwback Thursday to do another Patreon request from this patrono right here. Asked us to check out a band called Ranche.
Ranche.
Ooh. And the name of the song is Watch Out. I must say, I don't know much about this band, so I Googled it before we pressed record. They're Danish,
Yeah.
and Wikipedia says they play pretty much like everything under the sun.
Yeah, there was a plethora of genres.
I mean, from industrial metal to metalcore to melodic death metal to alternative. I mean, one is not like the others. It's not like there's a logical sequence of events here.
Yeah.
It just feels like they're throwing everything out there and hoping something sticks. That's kind of the impression that I get. So maybe throughout, I mean, these guys have been around for a very long time. So
Yeah,
maybe
92.
throughout, yeah. So maybe through the ages, they've kind of morphed and changed their sound and their style.
Yeah, which means that this song has got to be from one of those eras of the band.
I know,
when it
we
comes
don't
to
know
the
which
genre, but we
we
don't
don't
know
know
which
where
one.
they started. We don't know where they started. So until we press play, we don't know exactly what we're getting here. All right, Danish band Raunchy, Watch Out. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Industrial. All right. You want to go first? You want to tackle this one first?
Yeah.
What do you got to say about Ranche?
I like that. I gotta say, I like this era of Ranche.
I don't know the other eras of Raunchy, so I mean,
Listen, this was one of the eras.
it kind of gives me I don't know from what era this is, because all we looked as who the band is, where they're
Exactly.
coming from, like whatever Wikipedia told us. So we didn't dive deep, but without knowing much, I would say this is from the 90s. It has that 90s kind of vibe to it.
Yeah,
Like,
but like
maybe-
later 90s.
I don't know.
I don't-
Like
I wouldn't-
96, 97, a little
Okay,
bit.
like midnight. Yeah, that's
Like
the-
mid to the late 90s.
Yeah.
I kind of get that vibe a little bit. Like that industrial but alternative at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting. I could be totally wrong, but at least that's the vibe I'm getting. But
No,
anyways,
it's actually similar to what I was thinking. Now, it doesn't sound like early 90s, but it doesn't sound like early 2000s.
no, I think it's between 95 and 2000, that era
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Kind of has a little bit of that post-grunge feel.
Yeah.
You know, like before new metal came in
This was
and
the
after
sound.
grunge, that kind of like that no man's land there in between. I kind of get that vibe. At least
Yeah.
me personally, that's the vibe that I'm getting. That's what you're getting as well, right? Now, you said you liked it. What is it about it that you liked?
I like
Before
the,
we even talk about the video, because I want to talk about the video.
Oh well, the industrial stuff. I like the industrial stuff that they put in this, but it wasn't over like powering anything.
Yeah, wasn't
they
overdone.
still had that kind of heaviness to it.
The
That,
guitars had a great sound.
great sound by the guitars, but I liked his voice.
Me too. I wasn't a big fan of the cleaner, more alternative style vocals. Not that they were not always clean, but I liked the song when it was more industrial. When he got a little bit cleaner, if you will, to me it felt a little bit soft. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan. The good thing is that it didn't stay around for too long, so
but
I was okay with
I
it.
wasn't. I didn't care that much about it because I was already enjoying what I was being given. Like I said, the industrial stuff kind of was like the layer of it. They didn't make it the full song. They just kind of
Yeah.
made it the base of the song. His vocals, his harsh vocals are amazing for me because they went really well with the guitar, and both of them went really well with.
Had like nice volume to
They
it.
all had, yeah, it had a very nice volume.
The guitars all around. I love the sound of the guitars on
The
this
song
track.
itself had a nice push to it, had a nice groove to it. I really enjoyed it.
Me too. The thing that I gravitated more towards the industrial side of the song when he got into that more popish, clean vocal portion of the track. I was a little bit, I'm not a huge fan. Just it's not my cup of tea. But because I liked everything else, and those moments were short lived. It's not like it was a huge part of the song. They were there a couple of times throughout the track, but it was not like it took a huge part of what the song was about. So I can kind of like look beyond it because everything else I really liked, and I really liked the dude's vocals. I really liked his vocals. I thought he had a really nice voice that goes with the sound that they have. But the guitar, the overall guitar sound was so crunchy. It had a thickness to it.
Yeah.
It was so cool. I
The
really
song
liked it.
itself kind of reminds. I don't know if you're gonna go with this one or not, but it kind of reminds me of like when WWE does like pay-per-views and they have their songs for like the trailer.
Yeah,
of
it's
the
like
pay-per-view.
Serious Octane kind of track.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a Serious
That
Octane track.
those are the type of songs they use for those.
Yeah, like a nice like.
has some heaviness.
Has some heaviness, but it's
But
not
also,
overpowering.
It's not overpowering. It's still radio friendly.
Yeah, so it's not like one of those songs that it has some bite, so it has some aggression, but not to the point that's gonna scare away the little children.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way, right? So it's like it has some bite, it has a nice aggression, it has a nice intensity to it, but it's still poppable for the more radio friendly audience. So that's why you went with that. I would go like with Octane. If you guys are in North America, you know satellite radio, Octane plays this kind of track. So I would go more with in that line, in that vein. But I agree with you 100%. Has a nice bite, has a nice punch, but it's not overpowering. Now going into the video, so the kid, I guess, becomes a serial killer. Well, maybe not a serial killer, but he kills like the whole family, and
I
then
don't know if that was his whole family.
it was his whole family because when he's being put to death with a lethal
It's
injection,
just the relatives, which means they didn't show up.
because there's none.
I
He
don't
killed them
know. I
all.
don't think he killed them. That was just a big because there was too many bodies there for that to be only his two parents.
No, but
and I
there's
didn't
some-
even see his parents there. I think it's because
If he kills-
'cause his relative,
If he kills his parents and he kills everybody in his family, then there's no relatives to be there
There was no other people in the family. There was only the two.
that we know.
Well, obviously, but I'm thinking that they just didn't show up. Because when he was a baby
Oh,
crying in the crib,
do you
she
think-
left. She didn't even go and pick
Oh,
him
I
up.
see what you're
so I'm
saying.
saying they didn't even care about him.
Okay, so I took this that he killed his whole. Okay, we took it in two different ways, but I think you're right. I took it as he killed everybody in his family to the point that there was no relatives there to be there because they're all dead. But you took it that he killed somebody else. He killed another family, and his own family didn't really care enough about him, which probably is what drove him to kill that family anyways, to even be there for his execution. That's how you took it?
Yeah.
I kind of actually I think it makes sense because there was only 2 seats. Was it 2 seats?
There was only 2 seats
I think it was
that
only
were
2 seats.
reserved.
I think it was only 2. I think you're right. I think you took the right approach on this. But yeah, interesting video though.
Yeah, it took a turn.
You know,
It goes from petting a cat with a girl to
well, fuck. Every serial killer starts by killing pets.
Cats.
Well, not just
Well,
cats, dogs, pets.
I
in
feel like
general.
cats is the more mainstream. I don't know.
It's the more mainstream. It's
more
the go-to. It's the go-to
It's
animal.
the go-to, yeah.
Yeah, for serial killers, the
Serial-
cat is definitely the go-to
It's on.
one.
It's in the book Serial Killers for Dummies.
Yeah, cats is the
Cats
first
is
choice.
number
If
one,
they're not
yeah.
available, then dogs will have to do.
Substitute.
Yeah, a dog will have to do. So I thought they played really well off of that because there's an escalation from the time he's a kid. They're watching TV. They don't really care about him. There's a sense of disconnect between him and the family. It's a really interesting approach from a visual perspective how this music video went about. I liked it. I thought it was really interesting.
I was wondering why he killed the cat, but then
It was like a short movie.
yeah, I was wondering why he killed the cat, but then I thought to
Serial killer,
myself,
that's how it all started.
no, but I was wondering why. What's the reason?
Oh,
for
at that time I didn't get it. I only got
But
it
I
after.
only got it after. It's the reason why is because her mom called her, whatever, called her in, and it seems like they care about her, and he got jealous, so he just killed the cat.
Yeah, and normally that's how it starts.
That's how it all starts. Yeah.
All right. On that note, guys, thank you for watching this video. Let us know your thoughts on Ranche. Use the comment section below, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Take care.
See ya.